Cole Jermaine Palmer, born on May 6, 2002, in Wythenshawe, Manchester, is a rising star in English football whose story is one of grit, determination, and undeniable talent. His journey from the streets of Manchester to the grand stages of the Premier League and beyond is both thrilling and inspiring. Palmer's love for football was evident from a young age, as he spent countless hours playing with his friends, imagining himself as one of the greats. Little did he know that his dreams would soon start to materialize. Growing up in Manchester, football was more than just a sport for Cole, it was a way of life. By the age of 8, Palmer had already caught the attention of Manchester City's youth academy. Joining one of the best football academies in the world was no small feat, and the journey ahead would be demanding. However, young Cole was unfazed by the challenge. His passion, combined with natural ability, made him stand out among his peers. From the get-go, Palmer was known for his silky dribbling vision and ability to unlock defenses. He progressed through City's youth ranks swiftly, representing the club at various levels. During his time in the academy, he absorbed the ethos of Manchester City, a team that played fluid, attacking football. His coaches often spoke highly of his football IQ, and it wasn't long before his skills began catching the eye of the first-team staff. Cole Palmer's big break came in September 2020, when he made his senior debut for Manchester City in an EFL Cup match against Burnley. At just 18 years old, it was a moment he had worked towards for a decade. Under the tutelage of legendary manager Pep Guardiola, Palmer's development took a significant leap forward. Guardiola, known for nurturing young talent, had seen something special in Cole, a player who could operate as a winger, a playmaker, or even a striker. His Premier League debut soon followed in March 2021, marking another milestone. But it wasn't just about being a young player on the bench. Palmer was a game changer. In the few minutes he got on the pitch, he dazzled fans with his composure and technical ability. He wasn't just trying to fill space, he was trying to make a statement. However, Palmer's breakthrough wasn't a fairy tale from the start. Like every young footballer, he faced obstacles. Competition at City was fierce, with world-class players like Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, and Riyad Mahrez ahead of him in the pecking order. The pressure to perform, the expectations of being part of an elite team, and the need to deliver whenever called upon. All of this weighed on him. But Cole was no stranger to hard work. The 2021-22 season saw Palmer gradually earn more minutes. He was a regular in the domestic cup competitions and often featured in the Premier League and UEFA Champions League squads. One of his standout moments came in the Champions League group stage match against Club Brugge in October 2021, where he scored his first goal in the competition. For a boy who had grown up watching these games on television, scoring in Europe's biggest club competition was a dream come true. What separated Palmer from many of his peers was his versatility. He wasn't just a typical winger or midfielder. He had the football intelligence to play multiple roles. Whether it was threading a killer pass or cutting inside from the wing and curling the ball into the top corner, Palmer had a knack for making the extraordinary look routine. Despite his limited game time, Palmer's development at City was underpinned by his performances for the England youth teams. Having represented England from the U17 level all the way up to the U21s, Palmer became a key figure for the national team, often leading by example. His performances at international tournaments further bolstered his growing reputation. As Manchester City continued to dominate domestic football, Cole Palmer found himself at a crossroads. Despite being highly rated, breaking into City's first team consistently was a monumental task, especially with the club's star-studded lineup. After much deliberation, a major turning point came in the summer of 2023. Chelsea came calling. In a surprise move, Palmer made the switch to Chelsea in a deal that raised eyebrows across the footballing world. While some questioned whether the young player was ready for the step up, Palmer had no doubts. He was determined to prove himself at one of the biggest clubs in England, a team in transition but full of potential. At Chelsea, he saw an opportunity to play more regularly and showcase his talents on a larger stage. Palmer's arrival at Stamford Bridge signaled a fresh start. The club was undergoing its own transformation, and Palmer was seen as a crucial piece of the puzzle. He quickly adapted to the team's style of play, and his ability to link up with players like Raheem Sterling, Enzo Fernandez, and Reece James made him an exciting addition to Chelsea's attack. The London club was looking for new heroes, and Palmer was ready to rise to the occasion. Chelsea's faith in Palmer was rewarded almost instantly. His performances were electrifying, as he dazzled defenders with his quick feet and footballing brain. Chelsea fans, eager for new talent to reinvigorate the squad, quickly took to Palmer. His ability to create chances, score crucial goals, and lead by example on the pitch made him a fan favorite. In no time, Palmer became a regular starter, and his chemistry with Chelsea's other young talents began to flourish. His first season at the club was marked by key moments, including decisive goals in the Premier League and eye-catching performances in European competitions. Each game, Palmer played with the determination of someone who had something to prove, not just to the world, but to himself. At just 22 years old, Cole Palmer's journey is only beginning. His move to Chelsea was a bold step, but one that is already paying off. With the backing of the fans, the trust of his manager, and his undeniable talent, Palmer is poised to become one of the leading figures in English football. Beyond his on-field heroics, Palmer remains grounded, a trait that sets him apart from many young stars. He understands the importance of hard work, humility, and never losing sight of his goals. Whether he's representing Chelsea, leading England's youth teams, or stepping onto the biggest stages in world football, Palmer's journey is far from over. Cole Palmer's story is one of resilience, talent, and belief. From the streets of Manchester to the bright lights of Stamford Bridge, he's proved that with the right mindset, anything is possible. The world will be watching closely, and as Palmer continues to rise, there's no doubt that his name will be etched in football history for years to come.